am so going to be cringy here for a moment, but Bella, where have you been, Loca? Hello, my most beautiful friends. It's another day, another Colourpop. And if you guys cannot tell by the title and thumbnail, we will be reviewing the entire New Moon collection by Colourpop. I paid for this myself. This was not sent to me in PR. And I want to know, was this actually worth this? Is this way better than the first one? You guys know, I didn't care for the first one. So you guys know what my thoughts are on this entire collection. Well, then definitely keep watching. Alrighty guys, so when they first announced Twilight doing the New Moon collection, I immediately freaked because this is one of my favorite Twilight books because your girl is a Jacob fan. I'm a Team Jacob fan. Let me tell you, that scene with him standing in the rain shirtless. Go away. What? Let me say, if this Twilight series is written now, but in adult romantic-y style where there's spicy smut in it, let's just say babies would be made. So I knew I had to have this collection. Now, I originally did not like the original Colourpop collection with Twilight because I felt that it was just very underwhelming. I get that they were kind of emulating the first movie, which I totally respect, but I just didn't connect to the collection. So for me, seeing this right now in my hands, I can already tell you that the aesthetics of this is way better than the first. Like, I love how they did the outside packaging of everything. You really get a feel of the New Moon movie, but I want to know, is it going to do the movie justice? So I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in. We're going to go over every single product. So the first one we're going to start off with is the palette. So I'm going to look at my email because I want to know how much I actually paid for this entire collection because I paid for express shipping, but unfortunately it did not get express shipped because all the fires are going on in California. So I completely understood that. So it is what it is. It's no big deal. But in total, I did pay $143.77 for this collection, and I just want to know, was it worth my money? Because the total value of this, because the total retail price of this is $125, but there's also state tax and shipping. So I just want to know, was it worth it? So according to the website, the Colourpop New Moon collection is actually still available for purchase if you guys do want to get your hands on it. But we're going to quickly go over each item. So the first one to go over is actually the eyeshadow palette. Now this palette right here, it actually does retail for $24, and it says, the saga continues with this limited edition Twilight New Moon palette inspired by the iconic second film. Create endless fantasy looks with 15 oranges, golds, and red smoky shades that represent the warm tones in each sheen. Our ultra pigmented pressed powder formula is long lasting and applies evenly and blends like a dream for effortless application. There's 3 finishes: matte, metallic, and pearlescent glitter. Now I have to say, I do not like when Colourpop adds pressed glitter in here. I wish they would get away with it, but they haven't. It is what it is. We're gonna make it do. But this is the palette right here. The outside packaging, oh my god, is this so much better than it was before. I love that it says, Bella, where are you, Loca? You're sort of beautiful, which is what Bella said to Jacob when he cut his hair and he was in the rain. Girl, he's more than beautiful. Let's be realistic here. I swear I'll never fail you again, which is, I think, is actually an Edward quote. So this is the color story. I'm not gonna lie, this color story is actually really beautiful. You guys know that I love a good warm tone orange, yellow, and red eyeshadow palette because it reminds me so much of fall, and that's kind of the vibe I get right here. I can tell these colors are definitely emulating the movie. I love that you have the iconic poster right here. Like, look at how cool that is, which is so funny because I believe I've seen this little image when it comes to Glamlight, which, by the way, Glamlight has been teasing more and more of their Colourpop collection. I really think they're doing a Breaking Dawn collection, but they've been teasing it heavily since Colourpop's been announcing theirs. So there's like a little bit of like I feel like a little bit of Twilight rivalry over there. I feel like there's a little bit of Twilight battles going on right now. But I will say, based upon the outside packaging and color story, this is really, really beautiful. So we're going to go ahead and start with this today before I move into all the other products. And we're going to get this going. Now, I want to apologize to you guys if at any point I start coughing in this review or my voice kind of goes in and out. I actually gotten a little bit of a cold per se. I got like a cold, I think. I ended up getting a very, very slight touch of, I don't want to say laryngitis because like I didn't get diagnosed with it, but I've had laryngitis before and the symptoms were very, very similar. I kind of lost my voice a day or two ago, and I'm really grateful that I had a pre-filmed video. So I recently just posted my massive book haul. That did horrible on my channel, but honestly, I'm okay with that because I know that I'm primarily a makeup channel, but it was really nice to kind of show my love for books. I'm in such a book era right now. That's all I'm doing is reading books after books after books. So like, I just wanted to share a little bit of my passion with you guys on that. And I'm really glad I got to. And I know, like I said, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I really got to show that I really got to like show my love with it for you guys. I'm going to start off with this right here called October, November, December. I love that reference. And it was just kind of nice to like show that part of myself to you guys as well. And I'm going to keep making book content, but I think I'll kind of have it more like sporadic, and I'll have it kind of set to a certain day so you guys know when to expect book content and when not. Maybe I'll have like a random Saturday. It'd be like a random extra video of me just doing some book stuff so you guys kind of know. But we're going to go into October, November, December, and I love that because in the book, when Edward breaks up with Bella and he leaves, the book kind of just goes blank. And then you have 3 pages that just says October. You flip it over, it says December, November, and then it says December. So 3 months went by when there's nothing going on. She doesn't even talk. Like nothing happens in the book, which is kind of really realistic to an actual breakup. And like even in the movie, the way they did it, it was like, there's a possibility. There's a possibility. And like she's like sitting there in the chair just staring at like the season kind of go by her between fall and winter. And it's just so realistic because I remember when me and Corey broke up a couple years ago. Oh, by the way, I'm doing like a halo eye look. I think that's what I'm kind of going for. When Corey and I broke up a couple years ago, I know that exact feeling. You know, time went by fast but incredibly slow at the same time. Like I couldn't occupy my mind in time enough to distract from the pain that I was feeling. And I do not wish that pain upon anybody. It sucks, especially for me, because it was my own doing. You know what I mean? It was my own doing. So I know exactly the type of feel that she was feeling. And it just, it's kind of cool to see that in a book form, because like you feel like you never really see that often. So I really liked how Stephanie Meyer was able to capture that moment in the book. We're going to lay this shadow down right here. Okay, so I'm taking a little bit of that shade called Paper Cut right here, and I'm actually just going to be putting that right next to that purple. I did just take this off. I did not like how it was looking. It was looking super, super, super messy. So I'm just starting it back over. So we're just taking that Paper Cut, and we're just kind of placing it right here because I feel like this just will make it blend just a little bit better. And it already is looking so much better. Oh my God, you guys let me talk with the bat in the cave. Y'all didn't say anything? Oh, embarrassing. You know, that's not the first time I've ever seen that before. I've like edited my videos a few times and goes, oh my God, there's a freaking boogie hanging out my nose. And I'm just here talking to you guys with it. That's the worst. Have you guys, okay, what type of people are you? All right, well, be completely honest in the comment section. I will not judge. If you see somebody with bat in the cave when you're talking to them, do you tell them or do you not? Or you just stare at it the whole time going, oh God, don't right at me. You know what I mean? Like, be honest. I am the type of person, I will just be like this. I'll try to first be like, try to like let you know, and then eventually I just be, hey, you have something on your nose, and then they'll like kind of like get the hint. It's not that we all get embarrassed by it. Like it's like a human thing to like have boogers, just like it's like a human thing to like have your stomach make noises. Okay, like so last week I went to St. Augustine and I told you guys all about my St. Augustine adventure. Well, if you guys haven't seen it, it's in my Shop My Stash video. And I had a facial done when I went to St. Augustine, and it was absolutely divine, amazing, right? But my stomach was making some growling noises because I was really hungry because I didn't really eat beforehand. This is why it's looking patchy because like I said, I used makeup. I cleaned it off and it isn't wanting to stay now because of it. But my stomach was making kind of noises and I let her know like, oh, my stomach's hungry, sorry. And she's like, no, it's okay. And then like I realized like, why do we apologize for that stuff? You know what I mean? Like it's a human thing. And it makes me think of back in time when I was in school and my stomach used to growl when I was like taking a test, or back in like my stomach would growl like when I was in high school, and I'd be so embarrassed if anyone ever heard, and like we'd all apologize for it. Like God forbid we have a human moment and our stomach make noise and people can't hear for some reason. I don't know why we were like that. But I know I was not the only one. Plenty of people were just like, oh, my tummy. I'm just like, why are we so embarrassed by something that we literally have no control over and everybody suffers from? Now farting, okay, I get it. But like your stomach growling, like that's nothing to be embarrassed about. You know what I mean? But trust me, I would be like, I'm so sorry, I'm hungry. Or I would like suck my stomach in so much so that it would try not to make any noises whatsoever. It's so funny, I still do that now in the office. If I'm like waiting to eat my lunch, even though I can eat whenever I want, but sometimes my stomach will make a noise. I'm still like, shh, like I'm 35. What do I care? It's just gonna look patchy right here because I can't get it to not be patchy. And it's not its fault. It's my fault because of the fact that I used a makeup wipe and I did wipe it down, make sure it's nice and dry, but for some reason it's like still holding on. So it's just wanting to make it look patchy, and I do apologize. It's not the palette, it's literally me. But we're going to ignore it at the moment because I'm going to go into a shade right here called Adrenaline. And this is going to be a beautiful, this is going to be one of those beautiful, this is going to be one of those pressed glitters in here. It is really, really, really pretty shade. We're just going to take this and we're going to put this right here in the center of the lid. Oh, this is so irritating. Look at that. I have to redo this again. I'm going to do the exact same thing I just did, but we're going to redo this again because it is just looking so patchy. It's not wanting to stick. I'm going to have to go wash my face. I'll be back. So I kind of just like took my time. So I went back in with the October, November, December right here. And then instead of the red paper cut, I actually just put paper cup right above the top very, very lightly. And then I took the bloodsucker right here and I put it in the inner and outer. And then I just took the Adrenaline and I just tapped it right in the center. So this is how it's looking, so much better than it did before. I'm going to keep blending this out right here just so I can get a little bit more blended look effect. But that is how this is looking right now. It looks so much better. I really had to go in and wash my face over again to get that to not be so patchy. Like I said, it was my fault. It wasn't the palette's fault. It's just that the fact that there's still like leftover makeup remover. So for some reason, it just made it like a little extra patchy. But now this is looking a lot better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this shade right here called Soul Reader. And I'm going to line my upper waterline so I can put that with, so I can mesh it with my false lashes. I'm going to come back with the other eye done. And then I'm going to come back to do the rest of the products. Okay, so this is the eye look completely done. So what I did is I threw on some lashes. And then I went and took the shade right here called Soul Reader and actually use that to go underneath my waterline. And then I actually softly blended it out with a shade called October, November, December. Very softly blended it out with that shade. And then I took the shade right here called Paper Cut and again, very, very softly kind of went underneath. And then I followed up with taking the shade right here called Mood Control and putting that in the inner corner and the brow bone. So that's going to be completing the eye look today. So now we're going to move on to the other items. So up first we do have the multi-chrome shadow sticks. These actually do retail for $32 as a bundle, or they retail for $12 each. And it says this is a super creamy multi-chrome shadow stick in the new shades inspired by Twilight and the Moon. Get high impact color shifting pigments in a single swipe with this innovative long lasting formula that glides on effortlessly. This multitasking stick can be used as an eyeshadow base, a liner, or smoked out. Wear it so many ways. Now I will say I do love the outside packaging, but for me personally, I don't really use shadow sticks. Like I just don't use eyeshadow sticks. I have it because I did buy the full collection, but for me personally, I don't really get much use out of them. I will say the multi-chrome in them are really beautiful. I probably could use this as like maybe an eyeshadow or inner corner moment, but for today, we're going to go ahead and pass on these. This collection is rolling out with 2 of the Colourpop Super Shock Shadows. I will say again, I love the outside packaging. These actually do retail for $15 as a bundle, or they retail for $9 a piece. And it says, our famous OG cream to powder formula delivers supercharged sparkling color in new shades inspired by Twilight and the Moon. One swipe of this long-lasting shadow is all you need to get high impact color with minimal creasing, fading, or fallout. Its uniquely bouncy texture is super creamy and insanely pigmented to take any look to the next level. I absolutely love Colourpop Super Shock Shadows. I think they're really, really phenomenal. Again, I'm not going to really use them today. I'm not the biggest fan of the color story on these ones, but I love the outside packaging and I'm kind of glad I have these because I will make a use out of these at some point. This collection also rolled out with a Soul Body Oil. Now this retails for $12 and it says, this is a rich body oil that gives skin a hint of color and a touch of glow inspired by the warm golden hues in Twilight's new moon. Light diffusing micro pearls creates a subtle lumosity for healthy looking skin, infused with coconut, argan, and marilla oils for soft, moisturized skin. Now this, like I said, does retail for $12. I love the outside packaging. I will say it is a pretty color. It goes on very, very gold-like. For me, the reason I'm not the biggest fan of their body oils is that they feel so greasy. It has a delicious scent. It smells more like vanilla, which I'm kind of shocked about because all of my other like oils that I get from Colourpop tend to smell like coconut. This has more of a soft vanilla scent to it, which is really nice, but I'm not gonna really get much use out of this. I kind of wish they would forgo these in the collections. I get why they did it, but I wish I would forgo them. But I will say what I'm really happy about is we get 3 different lip products. So we're gonna have 2 lip kits right here. We're gonna have the Jacob lip kit and the Valteria lip kit right here. We're also gonna have a lip gloss. Start off with the Jacob one right here. I am going to go ahead and swatch and try on both for you guys. This is called the Bella Where Have You Been Loca. This is going to include a lip liner and a lipstick. The lipstick is going to be called Jake and it's a powder pout transfer proof 8-hour lipstick, and then it has a lippy pencil called Hello Biceps. Now this one is currently sold out, but it says this is a limited edition brown lip combo inspired by Jacob. It's going to have a neutral brown mahogany lipstick with a neutral mahogany brown lip liner. This is going to glide on for a full coverage matte lip color in one swipe with high intensity pigments that wear comfortably all day. Now, when this was available, this actually did retail for $16. We're gonna go ahead and try this out first. I absolutely love the Colourpop lip liner formulas. They're incredible. They're so creamy and they glide right on. So we're gonna go with Jacob first. That is such a beautiful lip liner color. Like, that is so beautiful. Okay, now we're gonna go in with the lipstick itself, which is really cute because the first time I've seen Colourpop do like a lipstick like this. So let's go ahead and try out this lipstick. Oh, it has a very like sweet scent to it. It smells like a berry. It smells really good. Very soft, very, very beautiful. This is really pretty. I think it complements his eye look really nicely. So this is gonna be the Jacob, and now we're gonna go into the You Can't Trust a Vampire lip kit. Now I'm gonna go into the You Can't Trust a Vampire. This is going to include the Vampire Royalty, which is a power matte transfer proof 8-hour lipstick, and Vampire Lost, which is gonna be the lippy pencil. And it says that these colors are the Vampire Royalty is a true red, and the Vampire Lost is gonna be a vampy red. And again, this is gonna be a full coverage matte color in one swipe with high intensity pigments that wear comfortably all day long. So we're gonna go in with the lip liner first. You guys know that I'm always on the quest to find the most beautiful reds because I love a good red lip liner and I love a good red lip. You guys know that I love a true red, the one that has a purple blue undertone. So we're gonna start off with the lip liner. Okay. Oh, it's like a burgundy red. It's such a gorgeous, gorgeous lip liner color. Like, holy crap. It's like a burgundy red, but my God, is that beautiful. Oh, I love how that looks. And now we're gonna go in with the true red lipstick to see how this looks. Okay, so this is how this looks right here. I'm not gonna lie, the ombre between the dark lip liner and the bright red is actually really, really pretty. Now, this is the type of red that I wouldn't necessarily go for because it's a little bit too bright red. I like more of a blood red with that purple blue undertone, but it's still really pretty the way that this ombre is looking. Like, it's still really pretty. Okay, so then the last thing to try out is going to be the New Moon Ultra Glossy Lip. Now, this is going to be like almost like a metallic red. And it says, this is going to be called Runs a Vampire. This is a lightweight lip gloss. It retails for $10, and it says, swipe on our high shine smoothing never sticky gloss inspired by the twilight new moon in a pearlized finish and prepare to be obsessed, infused with hyaluronic acid, plum cacao, sweet cherry oil, and Japanese sumac for a nourished pout. Our flexible paddle applicator applies a perfect plush layer that looks and feels amazing. So let's see if we can add this right on top just to add that nice little like blood feel to it. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. That just elevated that lip tenfold. That just took it from that bright red that I was like saying I'm not the biggest fan of to that blood red. That may be the prettiest red lip I think I have ever seen. Oh, bitch. I love it. Okay, so let me go ahead and just spray my face. I'm actually going to use the brand new Colourpop Pretty Fresh setting spray. And then I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys out, and I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys out, and I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts on this collection. Okay, so this is the final look right here. We're gonna quickly do a quick rundown. So up first, we do have the New Moon eyeshadow palette. I absolutely love this palette way more than I did the first one. I think the outside packaging is truly beautiful. I think it captures the essence of New Moon. The color story on the inside is beautiful. I did have some difficulty, and that's just more of my fault than it is the palette's fault. The shadows performed just like the typical Colourpop shadows. So they performed really nicely. The mattes are super pigmented, definitely some fallout and kick out in the pan. I just wish they would get rid of their pressed glitter. I get that they reformulated so it looks almost like a shadow and it's really pretty on the lid, like it has that beautiful sparkle, but there's just something about it that I'm still just not drawn to the way that I am their shimmers. I just wish they would just maybe focus on doing different, maybe just focus on doing maybe multi-chromes in the palette instead of doing like pressed glitters. That would be my personal take. Other than that, I have nothing bad to say about this. I think this is so pretty. I think it's really well thought of, and I think it's way better than their first palette. Then we're going to have the little multi-chrome sticks. I have nothing to say about these. I did not use them. I think they're really pretty. I think they're great if you love a good multi-chrome, you love a good multi-chrome eyeshadow, and you work better with the stick. This is going to be something for you. Personally, for me, I don't really use these, but it came with the entire collection. I wanted to have the entire collection, so this is something I'm going to try to utilize at some point. The Super Shock shadows, I think they're really beautiful. So again, I did not play with them in this video, but I did swatch them for you guys. I already know and love Colourpop Super Shock Shadow Formula. They're incredible. They are pretty. I think the Volteri one is a bit more prettier than the new and then the Jacob one, personally in my opinion, but it is still fun to work with nonetheless. I really wish that they would just get rid of the body oil. There's something bad about it. It's just that for me, I'm not gonna really get a use out of these. Personally, I'm just not. But I will say what I really do love is the lip kits. I absolutely love the Jacob lip kit right here. I know it's not called Jacob lip kit, but I think it's beautiful. It's a great, beautiful neutral mahogany brown. I think they did a good job with that color. It's great to wear all year round, but especially during the fall season, I think it really complements it. But for me, what really kind of stole the show is the Volteri lip kit mixed with that lip gloss. Like, this is stunning. I liked it on its own. I love the lip liner. The lip liner is probably one of the prettiest, like, burgundy red lip liners I have ever come across. It is so gorgeous, so creamy. And even the lipstick is super bright in my opinion. It's not one that I'm really going to gravitate to a lot, but I think mixing these two together is going to give me a really beautiful like dimension and a little bit more of an ombre look. And it smells really good. It smells like a sweet berry. I really like the scent of it, but these two combined are gorgeous. But something about this lip gloss just kind of takes the cake and brings the entire lip together. I absolutely love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. This just became my new red lip combo. Like, you can't beat that. That is gorgeous. So this entire collection, like I said, it is available right now on Colourpop's website. It does retail for $125, but I did pay for express shipping. So overall, I spent $142. Was it worth it in my opinion? No. And let me tell you why. I think everything in here is great. I think Colourpop makes some great products, but I think for me, what I would love to have seen is face products. I think it'd been great if they did like a bronzer, like a Jacob style bronzer. Maybe if they did a blush, they could have done like a Volteri style blush. They could have done like a highlighter, like a golden highlighter. I feel like they focused too much on the eyes with the Super Shock shadows, the multi-sticks, and not enough on the rest of the face. So I think for me, the only thing that would have been worth it for me is just the palette and the lip kits. And everything else I did not need to have. It's something I'm not going to really use. Just feel like this collection could have been top tier if it had a blush and a bronzer and possibly a highlighter. Get rid of the oil, get rid of the Super Shocks, get rid of the multi-sticks, and do a blush, bronzer, and highlighter. That would have made this collection top tier in my personal opinion. So for me, the price point that I paid for this is definitely not worth it, but overall the collection is beautiful. They did a fantastic job. I just personally would have wished I spent less and just gotten just the palette and the lip kits, but that's my fault, not Colourpop's fault. But I bought the whole collection because I quickly was like frantically thinking it was going to sell out, so I immediately bought it right away thinking it was going to sell out, and surprisingly it did not. It did not sell out. But you know what did is their Shadow Secrets palette, a book inspired palette that sold out twice, which we will talk about in all my new makeup releases. But overall, I think they did a really fantastic job with this collection. I'm pretty sure since we saw the new moon, I won't be surprised if next year we see eclipse followed by breaking dawn, depending. But it makes me wonder, how do you think Glamlight would do their collection? Do you think it's going to be just as good or better? Let me know in the comments below. But with that said, guys, that is it for today's video. If you guys liked today's video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already. So I do post 3 to 4 videos every single week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channels, Art for Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggie sinky goes to his beautiful, wonderful Patreon members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe, either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys in our very next video.